Biohacking heart rate variability to increase resiliency. It's well known that by the nature of their work, first responders experience increased exposure to stress, and therefore must work to increase their ability to withstand the stressors they face, such as sleep disruption, trauma exposure, familial disruption, and exposure to illness. To better manage stress, first responders must also take proactive steps to enhance their resilience. One way to achieve this is by improving heart rate variability, or HRV, also known as vagal tone, through the awareness and activation of the vagus nerve. Activating the vagus nerve helps shift the body into a parasympathetic rest and digest state, which is essential for recovery, growth, digestion, and empathy. This is critical because the sympathetic fight-or-flight state, which evolved to protect us from immediate threats, was never meant to be sustained long-term. However, in today's world, constant stressors such as sleep disruption, frequent phone notifications, poor leadership, and ongoing exposure to stress can cause maladaptive overaction of the sympathetic state. This leads to a persistent release of cortisol, the body's stress hormone. The nervous system perceives threats automatically based on past experiences through a process called neuroception, often responding without conscious awareness. When the amygdala senses danger, the body shifts out of recovery and into survival mode, triggering the fight-or-flight response. For optimal health, humans should spend the majority of their time in the parasympathetic state, rather than constantly being in fight or flight. One analogy used to explain this is the vagal brake, which helps regulate heart rate to match the body's metabolic needs in a state of safety. However, when the signals of safety are absent, it becomes challenging for the nervous system to downregulate and support homeostasis, necessary for health, growth, and restoration. Without these cues, the vagal gas pedal accelerates the heart rate, pushing the body into a dysregulated state that can lead to various mental and physical health issues linked to chronic inflammation. Athletes have long relied on heart rate variability, HRV, the variation in time intervals between heartbeats, to improve performance. High HRV signifies good health and optimal performance potential, while low HRV is associated with stress, fatigue, and diminished performance. HRV reflects the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system regulated by the vagus nerve. These systems are like competitors in a tug-of-war. The more balanced their interplay, the higher the HRV, enabling both to function at their peak. As an example, think of a sprinter aiming for greater speed. They don't just train hard, they also prioritize equal rigor in rest and recovery to maximize performance. Recent studies highlight that beyond enhancing physical performance, increased HRV forecasts mental resilience. By boosting HRV, individuals can increase their capacity to withstand stressors and trauma without becoming injured or disabled. Resilience is reinforced by the understanding that stress, when balanced with sufficient rest, promotes increased HRV and overall wellness. Put another way, to increase resilience, one must be exposed to increased stress. While accuracy varies on wearables claiming to measure HRV, focusing on techniques to improve HRV is more important than measuring HRV. Any activity that reduces respiratory rate, thereby activating the parasympathetic nervous system, can improve HRV. Here's a snapshot of activities known to increase HRV. Breathwork, which emphasize extended exhalations, such as the power breath where you exhale for twice as long as you inhale, or the 4-7-8 breathing technique where you inhale to a count of 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. Quality sleep, getting restorative sleep as consistently as possible. Social bonds, time spent with loved ones and supportive communities. Reading fiction, participating in supportive organizations with leaders who care about their people and foster psychological safety. Emotional well-being practices such as journaling, gratitude, mindfulness, and yoga. Maintaining optimal fluid intake and hydration. Spending time in nature and recreation activities like yoga, gardening, exercise, and play. Play is any activity that reminds you of your youth or that causes you to lose track of time while engaged. Enhanced HRV not only correlates with improved physical health and performance, but also offers broader benefits, including anti-aging effects, reduced cancer risks, lower incidence of PTSD, and improved sleep quality. First responders are exposed to greater stress, so it makes sense to prioritize increased rest and recovery. Consider optimizing HRV through mindful lifestyle choices and practices, promoting holistic well-being and resilience in the face of both physical and mental challenges.